Welcome aboard the first gala on the West Somerset Railway for more than 2 years. And you're just in time to catch the early morning demonstration freight train en route from Minehead to Bishop's Lydeard, passing just south of Williton. Making our way slightly further north on the line to Williton Station, we watch the arrival of Ex-GWR 280, number 2857, on its journey north from Bishop's Lydeard. It will cross here with an interesting double-headed train, which we shall see in a moment. And here comes our double-headed configuration. The leading engine, a little blue engine, is the Ex-Caledonian Railway number 419, which is a 440 configuration, which is now owned by the Scottish Railway Preservation Society. And behind it is the Ex-GWR Prairie. During the gala, the little Caledonian Railway engine did suffer some problems with a spark arrestor. I don't know whether that's the device which is flickering from the top of its chimney as it approaches the station, but anyway, the problem was rectified during the gala and it served the gala very well. The star of the show disappears into the distance, and our Minehead bound train is able to continue its journey north. We then continue our journey north and we arrive at Dunster. I love Dunster Station. It's a typical GWR country station. Marvellous. And in the car park there is a Devon General open top sightseeing bus, which we shall look at again in a moment. But we have to get on the platform and watch our train arrive, the one that we saw leaving Willerton a little while ago. Well, our bus, which we shall see in a moment or two, is a long way from home, 186.25 miles from London, according to the Great Western Railway. But there she is. And there's the seating on the lower deck, quite conventional for a double-decker. But upstairs the passengers would have been treated to a wonderful unobstructed view, albeit they'd have been subjected to the variabilities of British weather. And there we are, there's the level crossing which protects the station, and another train in view, this time coming from Minehead. Unfortunately it's running bunker first, but we've got quite a little audience for the train as she arrives. There's a couple of Scotty dogs and a cairn terrier in the background, but enjoy this climb up the hill. On the right hand side of the picture as we look at it will be the Butlins holiday camp in Minehead, which has been there since the early 60s, and on the left hand side again as we look at it are open fields and a council depot concerned with the flood prevention. I'm afraid it's bunker first. The engine is the GWR 280-2857 that we saw at the beginning of this little film. There's always one. change of scene now as we complete our journey north, and here we are at Minehead with a view of the station yard and also some interesting vehicles in the head shunt, as you'll see in a moment or two. Always something going on at Minehead. And here comes the GWR profile engine 9351, which doesn't appear in my 1961 stock list because it was actually assembled by the West Somerset Railway from components to hand. They refer to it as a moped. Not certain of that. Somebody will know better than I do. Anyway, the handbrake is going on whilst it takes on coal. And now the opportunity to look at the variety of stock in the head shunt, which I referred to just now. The first of these is a steam road engine, which looks to be of Italian parentage, judging by the text on the door of the smoke box. And then close by is a British Rail shunter, and then a beautifully restored coach. West Somerset have a reputation for finishing their coaches in a beautiful state, and I'm very impressed with this one. Excellent. As the poet, whose name I can't recall, said, "No time to stand and stare." And here we are back at Bishop's Lydeard at the southern end of the line, and we're treated to a splendid little static display celebrating Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee, her 70th Jubilee. And there's the engine, suitably numbered and painted. God save the Queen. Meanwhile, under the water tower is the engine that we've seen several times today, readying herself for the run north again to Minehead, engine number 2857, the ex-Great Western 2800 class locomotive. And she's moving forward now to her position on the platform at Bishop's Lydeard. The red platform barrier comes down and heralds the arrival of the train from Minehead, hauled by the mogul which we looked at just now on our film 9351. The departure of 2857 in the direction of Minehead brings to an end our little film of the day's proceedings, which I hope that you've enjoyed. Normality prevails. The station crossing is opened, and the activity, for the moment at least, is paused. So I'll leave you in the care of Mother Nature and hope that you're able to join me for one of my little records in the none too distant future, and that the railway flourishes meanwhile.